Hello everyone, my name is Maddie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm so excited because we are going to be doing a more Halloween themed video for the spooky season. I feel like this is the first Halloween themed video I'm doing for this fall as of late. I did one last year. I know I did when I made my Coraline remastered 3D 15th anniversary movie review where I saw Coraline in the theaters. And I know that this year, I'm pretty sure they have Paranorman in the theaters, if I'm not mistaken, but Paranorman is not one of my absolute favorite movies like Miss Coraline is. I hope you can see my little Coraline doll up there. Y'all, I just had to come in here to say that my lip gloss that I show you later on in this video did me so dirty because it bundled up at the corners of my mouth. Trust me, you probably have already seen this. From me talking, I don't know, smiling, and I promise I don't have that on my face. I'm sorry, I just had to come in here and say that because it's pretty bad. It's distracting me a lot, but this video took an hour to film and I did like it, so I didn't want to scrap it, but Sephora, count your days. Count your days. So I was not planning on seeing Paranorman in the theaters, but I've noticed that they've had quite a few more Coraline themed merch out this year for Halloween. So I have been doing some shopping lately and I have found some different merch items at Spirit Halloween and at Five Below. And I figured I'd show you both stores in one video because you can see the price differences. And honestly, it's kind of crazy. I just have to say that Spirit Halloween is very pricey. I don't remember it being this pricey ever before, but once you see these prices, you will know what I am talking about and what I am referring to. Thankfully, they now have a 20% off one single item coupon out. So if you are planning on going anytime soon, please make sure that you look up that coupon. It's really easy to find just online. If you search it up, it is right there online. So I absolutely recommend getting your 20% off. But again, that is per one single item. But I think maybe if you go to multiple different stores or have multiple different transactions or people with you or something, it's not a coupon that just goes to your email. So it's a very generic code. So you can use it multiple times. Anyways, I digress. Let me first start off with Miss Spirit Halloween. There's one really close to my house and I have been going to it very, very often, because it has a really good selection of, again, Coraline and Tim Burton related merch there. I remember last year I did get a Coraline blanket. So I did get that last year at Spirit Halloween. So they did have a couple of Coraline items last year, but this year they have a full section of Coraline merch and multiple Coraline costumes, her blue hair wig, also some clothing items, some plushies, some jewelry, some blankets, some socks. Oh my gosh, I did pick up socks this year as well. I totally forgot. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna randomly show you these because I already opened them, but there was a pack of Coraline socks I got this year as well from Spirit, and I was not even thinking about it because I got these literally right when the store opened back in early September. So anyways, I got this pack of Coraline socks. Sorry, this is very impromptu. I just realized that I had some of them next to me that I have not worn yet, but these were super cute. It came with 5 or 6 pairs, I would say, and these were actually pretty affordable for what they were. I think they're maybe around $12 or so. Definitely less than 15. You can see it says 2025 Leica on the back there. So these are specifically from this year, and it has just the little Coraline doll there, and then it says Coraline on this one. And there were some other different patterns that they had. I'm trying to see if I have any other ones sitting next to me. Oh my gosh, I forgot I already opened this set, but figured I might as well show you these. It still has the little tag there on it because I have not worn these yet, but that was the very first Coraline pickup I had this year. Just realized. So I have gotten a couple different Coraline items as I have gone back. Like I said, I probably go weekly at this point, but I was just looking originally. So anyways, besides that, I picked up a couple of different items. These ones are a bit more substantial and I just got these recently. So these are the main goodies that I wanted to show you guys today. I will start off here with my Emily doll. I absolutely love her. I do not have any Emily plushies yet. I absolutely love Corpse Bride, one of my favorite Tim Burton movies, probably my favorite like Tim Burton directed movie, because as many of you know, he did not direct Nightmare Before Christmas, so that is absolutely one of my favorite movies as well. But Corpse Bride, I grew up with. I love Emily. I love Victor. These are iconic to me. So when I saw that they had this beautiful Emily plushie, and she is really good quality, I will say, like her limbs are posable, like her legs and her arms are magnetic. So you can like put her little hands together. It literally even says here, like includes magnetic hands on this little like taggy here. So you can put them together with her little bouquet. Let me see if I can do it because it's not letting me right now. Great. There we go. And her little bouquet is so cute. Little flowers. And her hair is like this nice yarn. And she has this huge veil here that has like some rips in it, you know, because she is a corpse bride. So I love that. And her face is really detailed. It's all like stitched in, embroidered. She has a little crown situation here as well, and she is gorgeous. Like I love her. Her dress is also like lace and it has like a long little train here and everything. So like she is great quality, probably one of the best quality Emily plushes I have seen in person or that I can remember as of recent. So when I saw her, I absolutely knew I had to pick her up, but she was a little pricey. She was $26.99. Honestly, not too bad for like her quality. If you know Spirit Halloween, especially their costumes, a lot of them are not great quality. They're pretty cheaply made, not the best materials, but usually do have like a higher price tag. So when I saw her, I was like, ooh, $26.99 is a lot. But if you have a 20% off coupon, that takes off what? Like $5 or so. So then she's only closer to 20, which really is not bad for like a posable figure like her that you don't see very often. And she is, you know, actually branded Tim Burton's Coraline there with the spirit tag. And then again, it does have the price and the little spirit notation on the tag here. So I'm absolutely keeping her hang tag on, and I just love her. Again, she's gorgeous. I love her makeup. I love her hair and the dress and everything. Like I feel like she was done very well and is good quality for what she is. So I would recommend. I do still see her. I've seen her at, you know, my local Spirit Halloweens. So there's not that many left. I feel like she is pretty popular. So, you know, I would recommend going out soon to go and get her. But again, also I recommend, of course, using like the 20% off coupon because then you even get a better deal. I got her before I had the coupon because I got her one of the first times I went there because I didn't know if she would sell out or not. And also, I am glad that I did get her, but I am sad that I did not get Victor because I have not seen Victor. I have gone to a few different locations now and I have not been able to find her matching Victor, and he is like in the same shape and he's posable and all of that, and I have not been able to find Victor, so I am very sad. Also, last time I checked, he was sold out online. So again, if you see a Victor and you want a Victor, like absolutely snatch him up because I see her much more often than I see Victor, and I picked her up thinking that she would be more rare, but I guess it is actually Victor Van Dort is the rare one. So sadly, I only have her and I do not have Victor to accompany her, but I feel like, again, she does have like more going on to her clearly with like her dress and everything. So I love Emily, and ultimately I am happy that I did pick her up. Okay, next up, another item that I was so excited to find is Miss Coraline. Of course, y'all know I love Coraline. I have made many videos now about Coraline, my favorite movie. And when I saw her, again, I had to pick her up. She is this plush crossbody bag. So literally she can be used as a bag as well. And she's big. Like, look at her compared to me. She's a good size, I will say. I do not have a plushie of her this big yet. So I was like, yes, I need to get this. She seems to be pretty good quality as well. I would say that Emily is probably a little bit better, especially when it comes to like the clothing situation, because, you know, she does have her yellow raincoat here, but it's a little bit of like a cheaper material. She does have like a tutu skirt and then this striped shirt on, which which is like okay material, but like just not the best. But then her little shoes and like her feet are so cute. Like they have little laces on them, and like those seem to be pretty good quality because it has like individual little laces there. And she does have like the frill on her skirt and all of that. So for what she is and how big she is, I do think that this was a pretty good deal. It was $34.99 though. Like that's pretty hefty, I will say, for like just a plush, but I think it's the fact that she does come with like a little shoulder strap, and it does come with this zipper pocket here to actually be used as a crossbody bag. So I guess if you're looking at it like literally as a purse, $35 for like a purse is not a lot of money, but I am not going to be using her as a purse. She will most likely just stay in my collection, probably sit on my shelf or on my plushy couch or something along those lines. I just liked this big figure of her. I think it is really cute. I like her little button eyes there. She does have the yarn hair, which kind of matches with Emily, in my opinion. I'll probably sit them pretty close to each other. And then she has also like stitched on embroidered features on her face. The only thing I like don't love is that there is kind of like this gap in the back of her head, like where the bag strap does attach on. So it's like there's kind of this like gap in the yarn that you can't really like hide. I've been trying to kind of play with it. I don't know if that's happening. We'll see. But maybe, you know, the way I'll have her sitting on my couch, she probably won't be able to see the back of her as much. But I do like the little zipper here with the key on it. I think it's a cute little zipper. I will say that there is not much room to put really anything in this pouch. So forewarning you, if you are planning on using this as an actual like bag, I really can't see you fitting much in this bag at all. Like literally maybe like a lip gloss. Like I'm literally going to show you like my Sephora lip gloss so you can have an idea of how deep this pocket is. Like, y'all. Okay, that like barely fits. I hope you can see that. Like I could fit literally like this lip gloss, and like maybe if you wrapped some money around it or something. Like I can't really see you fitting many cards. Maybe one card if you kind of shove it in there, I think I would say. But yeah, she doesn't fit too much in like the bag section. But again, I'm not planning on using her as a bag, so I'm totally fine with that. But if you are wanting to have like a Coraline bag, this would probably not be my first option. If you're comparing it to like a Loungefly or something, of course, those are like what, $80, $70, $80. So again, $35 being half the price is a good price if you do look at it in that way. But again, Loungefly bags are really good material and you can fit a lot more in there. So it's kind of a give or take on that. But I do love that Spirit Halloween did have her. I love her. Like she is so cute, and I am glad that I can just have her a part of my merch collection because I had not seen her at many locations. I literally saw her like one time and I snatched her up because I was like, I bet you I will not see her again for at least this season, this year, if I did not snatch her up now, because it does say that she is from 2025 on the back here. So it looks like she might be a new release for this year. I think so. Why do I feel like I've seen you before? I don't know. It does say 2025 on the hang tag though, and it says Spirit and Leica and all of that. So I did use my 20% off on her because I did just pick her up today and it was only like $30. So $30 with the 20% off, again, is not bad. And that was after tax and everything. So again, I will take that. She is, like I said, really big too. So you are getting a good bang for your buck. They are actually like almost the exact same size if you're seeing this like in length. They are pretty similar, so they're both pretty tall. Of course, Emily is much like skinnier Skeletor and she's a little bit thicker, and again, yeah, she does have the bag strap and the zipper and all that too. So really up to you what you're looking for. This is the only Coraline plushie I saw at Spirit Halloween. They did have some socks like I mentioned, some like keychain, mystery bags. There was a mug or a couple different like mugs. I think there might have been like a cup or so too. And then there was some like apparel items and some costumes. So all I remember seeing that was Coraline related. Oh, and some throw blankets. I did already have one. I already have a throw blanket from Spirit for Miss Coraline. So I already got that last year, but I think that was about it that they had Coraline related, at least at my locations. Moving on, I wanted to show you some of the, hopefully you can't see that already, of the like Tim Burton Coraline merch items that I picked up at my local Five Below. And all of these were Very, very cheap. I will say much different in the price ranges. So I figured I would show you the difference in what you can get from Five Below versus like a Spirit Halloween in terms of these franchises. So with that, I will start with my posters. I do love my Coraline posters. These are 2 new Coraline posters that I have not seen at Five Below before this. If you do not know, I do have a Coraline poster on my closet door that I've shown in many of my videos. So if you look back at any of my videos from a couple months ago, you will see that in the background. And I did get that one originally at Five Below, and I love it. It's been up for quite a long time now, and I haven't had any problems with it. You know, it seems to be really good quality and high quality and things like that, especially for $5.95. So these type of posters are typically $5.95, at least at my Five Below. So again, when I saw these 2 new ones, I just had to pick them up. So it might be a little bit difficult to show you what the picture is on these, but this is the same image that is on one of the throw blankets that they have at Spirit Halloween. So it's almost like the shadowy figure of the other mother kind of holding her by the shoulders, Miss Coraline there. And she looks definitely like kind of weary. You can see she kind of has like a puzzled look on her face. And then it says, "Oh my gosh." And I'm pretty sure, like I said, the blanket has like this exact same illustration. And also it says a ghost story for kids. Interesting. I don't think I've seen that notation on many items from Coraline. If you think about it, the only like ghost thing I can think of would be like the 3 ghost children. I wouldn't really consider like the other mother like a ghost. Like if anything, maybe like a monster or like a demon. I don't know. But anyways, it says a ghost story for kids, which I do love because I grew up watching Coraline. I was a child when I first watched Coraline. So I did pick up this poster. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. And just for your reference, it says ghost story 1 sheet. Coraline. If you're like having to look for this, or if you want to like maybe ask your local Five Below if they have this exact one, because again, this one seemed newer to me when I first got my original Coraline poster, which is just the like movie theatrical poster. I did not ever like see these posters, but I did get that probably like, I don't know, 2 years ago at this point. Like it's definitely been a little while. So I'm glad that they did release new posters for Miss Coraline. So I did happen to pick up this other one as well. And I have not seen this image much at all, honestly, like maybe on a t-shirt, but nowhere else really. So let me show you this. This is Miss Coraline. You can see that there is the 3 ghost kids in the background here. And then there is Miss Spink and Miss Forcible. And there is Mr. Bobinski and YB and her parents. Yes. So on one side, it is them in the other world. And then on the other side is just them in their normal form. So that's absolutely why I want to pick this up as well, because it has all the other characters, and none of the other posters I have did have, you know, all the characters represented in one. So I absolutely did love that. And this one is titled Coraline Group. So I'm guessing that means like everyone, you know, all the different main characters in the movie. So this is definitely, you know, movie related because it does have YB on there. So I hope you can see that. So again, these were literally $6. I need to decide what I want to do with them because I don't have that much like wall space left. If I'm being honest, I might put them like on the inside of my closet. Like one definitely like on the inside of my closet door because I don't have one there yet. But I need to decide on the other one. But again, I'm just so glad that I did pick these up. This is also why I don't really know what to do, because I also picked up this, which comes with 12 different posters. And even the lady at Five Below was like, I did not know we had these. So I don't know if these are rare. I'm not sure. I went to a Five Below that is a newer location in my area, and honestly, it seems much less busy than other locations. It's kind of like in a less popular shopping center. So I don't know if I just got lucky with some of these finds, because again, I have never seen this before at Five Below. And when I saw this, it was kind of like in a hidden area. I don't know. When I saw this though, I knew I had to have it, and it literally comes with 12 posters. And again, I think it was maybe $6. I can't remember if this was $5 or $6. Definitely not more than like $5.95 though, like the other posters. But again, when I saw this came with 12 different like standard printer paper size photos, I was like, absolutely yes, I need to pick this up for sure for such a good price. So let me show you all of the different designs on the back here. They're literally like so unique. Like, oh, I love this. And there's a whole bunch of different ones that represent different characters. So there's some that have like just her and YB. There's one that's literally just Mr. Bobinsky and his jumping mouse circus. There's one that just has the cat. You know, I love the cat. There's one that's just YB. There's one that's like just the doll of her. And then there's one of her, YB, and the cat. So I love that this one has, you know, a good amount of the characters represented, but also some more like rare images. Like I said, oh my gosh, I absolutely love the cat one in front of the Pink Palace. That is probably my favorite one because I do not ever see like the cat represented by himself very often, especially for something that's like, you know, pretty inexpensive. So again, I need to pick which ones I want to take from this and decide what I want to do. Maybe I'll put like a collage of them up, like maybe 4 of them, since that should be like pretty small. I do need to decide what I want to do with these because once I put them up, you know, it does kind of like ruin the poster a little bit with like either tape or like thumb tacks. So I need to decide, but I just absolutely cannot leave this behind since it was from Five Below and it was such a good deal. Like it was so affordable. So absolutely, yes, I do love this. Okay, and I did pick up 2 more plushies from Five Below because again, I could not pass them up for only $5. I'm pretty sure these were actually only $5. If I'm not mistaken. I do not think that these were $5.95. I feel like these were $5 because I was like, oh yes, for sure. Either way though. And these are good quality. So I picked up the Mayor from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I did not have any Mayor plushes. I do have Sally and Jack in Zero, but I did not have any of the Mayor. And like I said, this is actually like good quality for $5. Like his face is like stitched on the front there. Like his clothes aren't the best. They are just like screen printed on the clothes with like the Mayor button, but his actual 2 different faces are like good quality. Like I said, they're actually like stitched on there and they're really clear, and you know, his expressions are represented well in my opinion. And I like his hat too. His hat has structure to it. And I just was like, I need to pick this up when I saw it, especially because I did not have any other Mayor plushies in my collection. So when I saw this for $5, I was like, absolutely yes. Also, it is licensed and branded there. You know, it says The Nightmare Before Christmas Mayor on the front of the tag. And then it even has like the Disney little emblem, and it's the Just Play brand. So I've heard of that as well. So it is like a, you know, licensed product, of course, from Five Below. And it also does have a tush tag on it that says The Nightmare Before Christmas, licensed by Disney. So this was a good plush. Like this for $5 is actually kind of crazy. I know it is like much smaller than the ones from Spirit, but like you cannot beat $5. I'm sorry, I do have to say, I know it's, you know, not doing as much. It doesn't have the magnet hands and the opposable limbs or the zipper or anything like that, but if you're on a budget, run to Five Below. Like run if you're looking for Coraline items or like just Tim Burton animated movies and things like that. I highly recommend it. Last but not least, I had to pick her up as well. Miss Emily. So now I have 2 Emily plushies in my collection. I went from 0 to 2 this season. So I feel like, again, they have much more like Corpse Bride merchandise now. Like maybe last year when they had like the animatronics of Emily and Victor, they had some items, but I feel like it's becoming more popular now more than ever, at least from what I can remember. So I absolutely had to pick her up for $5, and I was like, I need to compare her to the other Emily I got. Like clearly, I know that she is much different from the other Emily that I got at Spirit Halloween, and I will say I do like this Emily much more, but still, again, on a budget, she's still cutesy. Like I would say she's the cutesy version and she's like the realistic version, especially just like the Skeletor figure and the makeup and the, you know, stitched on expression and such versus the screen printed version. Clearly you can tell like the difference in quality, but she does still have like a veil and like some hair. Like I'll show you, there is a veil and she does have like that, you know, hair to her. There's not, you know, much to the hair though. It's just like straight chopped across, and there isn't much to her veil or anything either, but she does still have, you know, her little dress there and her little skeleton arm and her makeup and everything. So again, This is also branded. This is a Ruz brand, like R-U-Z, which like, again, I've definitely heard of that brand before. And it does say, you know, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride plush there on the hang tag. I really like that hang tag on the front as well. And in the back, again, just says Corpse Bride Ruz Distribution. This one says Warner Brothers. Interesting. This one is like Warner Brothers labeled there. So again, if you compare it directly to the Spirit Halloween one, you could tell why that one is $27 retail and this one is only $5. But again, if you're on a budget, like, she's still cute. Like, it's still the representation of the plush. So again, it's really up to you what the budget is. This though, I mean, if you have the 20% off, $20 for her, I would say is kind of a steal, especially if you compare it maybe to like Box Lunch, which is like crazy prices in my opinion now. But you can't go wrong with Five Below as well. So again, I had to show you guys both the two different Emily's and also just the different merch items that you can get at a discount store versus, you know, a limited time store with Spirit Halloween. So that is it for me for my haul for today from Spirit Halloween and from Five Below for this Halloween season. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching and for being here with me today. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe below. I would love to have you a part of the family here on my channel. I collect a lot of different things, and as you can tell, so if that is something that you are interested in, please do feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and thank you so much for being here. I will hopefully see you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye.